Okay, well, here we go. On the GMT 400 project, we have got the frame completely cleaned up now, and we're going to start hanging bracketry here shortly. I do want to get down here if I can get the phone to work right and get all the crap that has to come off the frame. That's grinding dust and particles from the plasma cutter. So it's a lot of junk that has to come off, but feels really good when you're done with it. Anyhow, we're gonna keep working on this project, and I believe this afternoon we'll have some hangers on this thing, and that's when we're supposed to be releasing some media if we get around to it. Kind of short-handed right now, so working trying to do 3 jobs at once. So this guy's off-road design. This guy is out. See y'all later. Got the bolt-on SAS kit, 31.5 spring center on our 91 Chevy, bolted on. And surprisingly enough, we didn't have to do exhaust modifications on this. I'm not entirely sure how we didn't have to. I don't know, we'll put some big motor in this or something like that with headers that drop down way too far. Then we'll have to modify stuff. Anyhow, brackets and everything are in place. Shackles are hung. We're using a set of Zone Off-Road Flexi springs. I believe they have some special name. I've had these sitting around the shop for 4 or 5 years now. So we're gonna keep working forward here and maybe get this thing sitting on the ground by the end of the day tomorrow. Got our crossover pitman arm installed up here. Anybody has a question whether they go forward or backward, they go towards the back of the truck. Other than that, I believe that we're just moving along on this thing. So once again, this is our 91 Chevy build at Sky's Off-Road Design, utilizing all the parts that we currently sell. And 91 GMT 400 extra cab. I still don't entirely know what we're going to do with this truck because it's going to have some cool parts on it. All right, well, Sky out, back to making this thing happen. Well, progress is happening. We got our steering on today, some bolts tightened down. We're totally prototyping this ridiculous front rod. This is 2-inch 70-75 aluminum with 1.25-inch heim joints. Going to be using a double shear. It's probably 99% not going to clear the front diff, so we're going to have to do a little machine work to the back side of it. But that'll be kind of fun thing if that works out. Got the brakes on, calipers on, steering arms are all on. Kind of a hybrid because we're using a double shear arm on this side to begin with so we can run it to the other side. Got our drag link in. It's basically exactly how a crossover should be set up. Drop pitman arm, steering arm, all that's on. We're getting brake lines made right now. We're doing custom lines on this because we've never actually done a line for the Chevy side here and then to a 3/4 ton Chevy caliper on a Ford axle here. If you were using a Chevy axle, like a 3/4 ton K20 Dana 44s, it'd probably be a pretty normal thing, but we're going a little bit out here and doing something we don't normally do. this axle is going to be used in another project eventually, so it's going to have a lighter brake setup on it, which is this 3/4 ton setup. We got our U-bolt plates on here. These have built-in shock mounts. This is a standard for our Fords. I'm not entirely sure this is going to work. One of the reasons we're building this truck is to see what does and doesn't actually fit from various combinations of different things. I think a big issue is going to be our point here to wherever the shocks end up. Somewhere up here in this engine bay. So, it's coming along. Yeah, a little bit of progress a day when we get some time. Looks nice though, at least. Lots of shiny.
Then we haven't offered Chevy brake lines. On its own weight now. Kingpin 60, 3-inch springs. You can see, got a lot bigger. Compared to the rear, just still got a 4-inch rear flip kit. Things hard to tell the angle, but quite a bit taller.